Alas! Just the last minute. The engine failure apparently crashed onto the lunar surface. Israel's craft could not succeed in landing on the moon. Control staff could be heard saying that engines could not slow for a soft landing. As a result, it crashed and its contact had been lost. It was so encouraging that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu from the control room, where he had been watching along with U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman said, "If at first you don't succeed, you try again. We reached the moon but we'd like to land more comfortably. That will be for the next attempt." Project originator and major backer Morris Khan said in a live videocast from Mission Control near Tel Aviv, "We didn't make it, but we definitely tried. I think that the achievement of getting to where we got is really tremendous. I think we can be proud." One unidentified staffer said, "We are on the moon but not in the way we wanted." Another said, "We are the 7th country to orbit the moon and the 4th to reach the moon's surface. It's unforgettable that only Russia, the United States and China have made the 384,000-kilometer journey and landed safely on the moon." The 585-kilogram unmanned spacecraft named Bereshit, which means Genesis in Hebrew, resembles a tall, oddly shaped table with round fuel tanks under the top. Israeli NGO Spaceal and state-owned Israel Aerospace Industries, the project's two main partners, have described it as the world's first spacecraft built in a non-governmental mission. Khan, a philanthropist and chairman of Spaceal, put up $40 million of the project's $100 million budget. Other partners who joined later are from the private sector, government and academia, according to the EAI website. Just before the landing attempt, Netanyahu said that he was thinking about initiating a national space project. "I am seriously considering investing in a space program," he said in the webcast. "It has national implications for Israel and implications for humanity." The country's president, Reuven Rivlin, viewed the broadcast with 80 middle school space buffs at his official Jerusalem residence, his office said in a statement. "We are full of admiration for the wonderful people who brought the spacecraft to the moon," he said after the crash. "True, not as we had hoped, but we will succeed in the end. This is a great achievement that we have not yet completed." Although the journey is 384,000 kilometers, Bereshit will have traveled a total of 6.5 million kilometers due to a series of orbits. It was launched from Cape Canaveral in Florida on February 22 with a Falcon 9 rocket from Elon Musk's private US-based SpaceX company. Its speed has reached 10 kilometers per second, 36,000 kilometers per hour. The one-way trip was to have included an attempt to measure the lunar magnetic field, which would have helped understanding of the moon's formation. The project began as part of the Google Lunars Prize, which in 2010 offered $30 million in awards to encourage scientists and entrepreneurs to come up with relatively low-cost moon missions. Although the Google Prize expired in March without a winner, Israel's team pledged to push forward. The Israeli mission came amid renewed global interest in the moon, 50 years after American astronauts first walked on its surface. China's Chang'e 4 made the first ever soft landing on the far side of the moon on January 3, after a probe sent by Beijing made a lunar landing elsewhere in 2013. U.S. President Donald Trump's administration announced in March it was speeding up plans to send American astronauts back to the moon, bringing forward the target date from 2028 to 2024. India hopes to become the next lunar country in the spring with its Chandrayaan-2 mission. It aims to put a craft with a rover onto the moon's surface to collect data. Japan plans to send a small lunar lander, called SLIM, to study a volcanic area around 2020 to 2021. The United States remains the only country to have walked on the Moon, with 12 astronauts having taken part in 6 missions between 1969 and 1972. News taken from AFP Jerusalem. Thanks for watching.